Hello students, how are you all? From today onwards we are going to start our chapter number 3. Today we are taking its introductory part. Students, I request you to follow the introductory part properly so that you can solve exercise 3.1. If you are not paying attention properly in introductory part, then you may not be able to solve exercise 3.1. Chapter 3 is understanding quadrilaterals. These quadrilaterals in 9th standard also you will study. This is the basic of 9th standard, so pay attention properly. The chapter name is understanding quadrilaterals. It means to know the figure which is having four side. Quadrilateral means four-sided figure. Four-sided polygon also you can say. Now students, you have done this in between your regular lectures, in between two lectures, in between regular lectures. When you feel bored, some of you take your pencil or pen and with it you doodle on your rough page like this. Also some of them may doodle like this. Some of you may doodle like this. Some may take like this figure. Some may also do like this. Some may make stars. Some may make straight line. Some may also make two lines like this, or some may make triangle without lifting the pencil or pen. In all this figure, what I have done, I was feeling bored in between two lectures, so I started doodling like this. Well, actually you have made some figures, and that figure is known as curves. The definition of curves is any drawing, whether if it is a straight or not straight, if you draw on the paper without lifting the pen or pencil, it is called a curve. You have seen each figure I have made without lifting the pen. So each figure, let me name it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Each figure is a curve. You must have understood what is curve now. Any figure, any straight line or not a straight line drawn on a paper without lifting a pen or a pencil is called a curve. Now curves are having different types. So we are going to study types of curves. First is open curve. Curves in which endpoints does not meet is called an open curve. Let us see. You know very well what is the endpoint. These are the endpoints. They are not meeting, so it is open curve. Here also the endpoints are not meeting, open curve. Endpoints are not meeting, open curve. Here the endpoints are not meeting but they cross over, so it is not open curve. Here you can see endpoints are not meeting, so open curve. Endpoints are not meeting, so open curve. So example of open curve is 1, 2, 3, 7 and 8. Figure number 1, 2, 3, 7 and 8. Hope you have understood this definition of open curve. Now it's time of closed curve. Curves in which endpoints meet is called closed curve. Now let us see where the endpoints meet. Here you can see I have started from here and it is meeting, endpoints are meeting at one point, so it is closed curve. Here also in star I have started like this and the endpoint meet at one single point, so it is closed curve. Here while making triangle also it is closed curve. So I can say figure number 5, 6 and 9 are closed curves. Now fourth type of curve is simple curve. When in any curve, you have understood curves, right? When in any curves the end point does not cross over each other or cuts each other is called simple curve. When in any curves the end points does not cuts, here it is cutting, see, or cross over each other, it is called simple curve. So this is not a simple curve, because it is crossing over. Here in star also you can see the points are crossing over, so we can say not a simple curve. Rest all are simple curve. Whether the endpoints are meeting or not, it is not the problem. The definition says when in any curves the endpoints does not cross over. So if it is not crossing over, here we can see 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8 and 9, it is not crossing over. While in 4th and 6th it is crossing over. So we can say that it is not a simple curve. Rest all are simple curves. So example here is 4 and 6. Now simple closed curve. Simple curve and now simple closed curve. If in a curve two endpoints meet at a single point, it is called simple closed curve. If in a curve endpoints meeting at a single point, they are meeting at a single point, are called simple closed curve. Right, students? So these are our simple closed curves. So I am writing it. Example number 5 and 9 are simple closed curve. Now based on these types, in textbook they have given you one match the following. So we are going to solve that match the following. So first they have given you the figures, 4 figures are given you, and opposite to that types are given. We will follow the types and select the figures. They told us simple closed curve, and you know the definition of simple closed curve. Right now I have discussed. When in any, if in a curve two endpoints meet in a single point, here you can see if I am starting like this, it is meeting in a single point, so it can be said as simple closed curve. So I will write here as 3. Now second is a closed curve that is not simple. It must be closed but not simple. That means it should not cross over. That is, here it is crossing over, right? Closed curve that is not simple. Not simple means it is crossing. So here your option is 4. Now option C, simple curve that is not closed. Simple curve that is not closed you can see here it is simple curve but it is not closed. So I can write first not a simple curve, that means it must be crossing over here. So I can say second. Hope you have understood about the types of curves. If not, please go through it once more. Now we are taking next topic, that is polygon. And definition of polygon is simple closed curve made up of only line segments is called a polygon. Here for polygon it is having two conditions. It must be simple closed curve and also made up of only line segments. It should be made up of only line segments and must be simple closed curve. Then only the figure will be called as polygon. Let us see. Here starting from here, it is made up of line segments. So this condition is satisfied. And simple closed curve, for this, the endpoints must meet at single point. So it is meeting. So we can say this is a polygon. Same way, here also if I start from here, it is made up of only line segments and it is meeting at single point. So we can say that it is a polygon. Same way 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the polygons. While this, they are made up of line segments, but they are crossing over each other, not meeting at a single point. They are not meeting at a single point, but they are crossing each other. They are crossing each other. And here it is open. Although they are made up of line segments, but they are crossing each other and open. So it is known as not a polygon. Curves that are not polygon. And here curves that are polygon. Now classification of polygons. For that I will take you to the textbook. Textbook page number 38. Classification of the polygon. Number of sides. Classification of polygons are made according to the number of sides. Smallest polygon is the number having three sides. Three-sided polygon. It is known as triangle. It is having only three sides. 1, 2, 3. Then four-sided polygon is called quadrilateral, or four vertices also you can say. 5 is known as pentagon, 6 hexagon, 7 heptagon, and so on. You can go through the textbook. Now coming to the topic diagonals. You have studied polygon. Now time of diagonal. But first let me go through the definition of diagonal. The line segments joining the vertices which are not adjacent are called diagonals. You know, students, very well what are vertices. Vertices are the line segment, two line segment meeting at one point is called vertex. And if there are more than one vertex, so it is known as vertices. A, B and C are the vertices. A, B, C, D are the vertices. So line segments joining the vertices, but what? Which are not adjacent. That means if I am taking this vertices, this vertex, I must not join to this because it is adjacent vertices. Adjacent vertices of A is B and D. So you must join to C only. The line segment joining the vertices which are not adjacent are called diagonals. For D, adjacent vertices is A, C and A. So B will be its diagonal. So BD, line segment BD is called diagonal. For pentagon, for A, B and E are adjacent. So C and D are not adjacent. So we can join C and D. AC and AD are diagonals. Similarly for B, A and C are adjacent vertices. So BD, line segment BD, sorry I have not taken scale. BD and BE are the diagonals. Similarly for C, B and D are its adjacent vertices. So definitely A already joined and E are the diagonals, right? For pentagon it is AC, AD, BD, BE, EC, and okay, I have done 5 minus 3 2 10 by 2. Okay, so these are our diagonals for pentagon. What about triangle? Smallest polygon is triangle. Here for A, adjacent vertices are B and C, so there is no diagonal for triangles. So if the question is coming that how many diagonals are there for triangles, it has no diagonals. Okay, now how to find? The question is how to find the number of diagonals of n side. If they have given you the sides of the diagonal, I have shown you, right? 3 is triangle, 4 is quadrilateral, 5 is pentagon, 6 is hexagon. If they have given you number of sides, how can you find the number of diagonal? For that, the formula is n multiplied by n minus 3 divided by 2. If it is having 5 side, 1 2 3 4 5 sides, so instead of n I will write 5. So 5 multiplied by 5 minus 3 divided by 2, which will give me 5. 5 minus 3 is 2 divided by 2 is equal to 10 by 2 is equal to 5. 5 diagonals will be there for pentagon, and you can see 1 2 3 4 and 5 diagonals are there. Likewise, you can solve for any figure. You must place only the n value of n here. And what is n? It is number of sides. If it is having 6, you will place 6 minus 3 and then solve. This is the formula to find number of diagonals for n sides. This is all for today's lecture. We will meet with second part of introduction, and that is also very much important for solving your exercise 3.1. Please go through this introduction lecture so that you can understand it properly. We will meet with new lecture in new video. Till then, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.